Afide, and good afternoon. I'd like to call to order this regular board meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation, PBS Guam. Today is Thursday, January 11. The time is 12:42 p.m. You have the minutes of December 7 in front of you. Hopefully you've had a chance to review it. If not, please do so. Appreciate that we're using both sides of our paper.
Perfect.
I'm seeking a motion to approve minutes of December 7.
So I would like to make a motion that we approve the minutes of our last meeting, which was December 7, 2023, as stated in the minutes. I made a motion.
So I note on our agenda that we need to correct December 7, 2024 to December 7, 2023. Right?
Very clear.
No, I'm talking about the minutes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying on the agenda, it's
I'm way ahead.
it's saying that we're approving
I'm on
December 24
December.
minutes. We're approving December 23 minutes.
We're already
Oh,
in December 2024.
okay.
Trying to get
Well,
ahead of ourselves.
Well, in any case,
Okay.
I did stated that I moved
December
Yeah.
7th.
I move to approve the minutes as stated, as recorded, of December 7, 2023.
Right.
Yes.
Second.
Any changes, I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The general manager's report to the board,
Okay,
please.
so
Just can I ask one question?
Sure.
Because I had this in my diary that our meeting was on January 25th, and that's what it says here. So
Yeah, but I guess,
how did this change?
We
I mean,
had to
it's
have
fine,
a-
I just wondered.
We had to have a special meeting to approve readathon prize orders, and it was supposed to be last week, but we didn't have quorum, so it then became this week, and then this meeting became our monthly meeting.
So we're
we
not
don't-
having a January 25th?
We don't have to meet
I
next
just want
week.
to clarify.
Yeah. So I'm just putting everything in instead of just the special
Yeah.
meeting to approve
Okay,
the procurement.
cool, Okay.
So this will be our January.
January meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, our 2025 4-5 executive budget has been submitted, and we sent that to, Lorraine sent that to BBMR. Barrigada GTA project, the update is that GTA has confirmed that they received the approved permits from DPW, and their team is now working to secure a schedule with the construction team for the infrastructure, or basically to add the internet up at Barrigada. Once that happens, then we'll be able to broadcast again via free TV. Century Insurance Company. This is the what do you call them? What's the
they're the one that
adjuster.
came- Yeah, that's-
Adjusters for AM Insurance. They have paid out our claim for a portion of the microwave, and it's just the amortized or the depreciated value, which is $36,603.11. Lorraine was able to pick up the check, and we will use this to replace the microwave up at Barrigada Heights. As far as our community service grant is concerned, we were able to accept the award for this year. In total, we'll receive about $766,829 from the CS, community service grant, about $167 and $723 for the Universal Service Support Grant, $12,609 for distance service grant, and the spending period will be until September 30th of next year. And this is the CS Street grant that we get we get it every year.
So altogether, it's almost 1 million.
And this is what pays for our private employees. This is from Corporation of Public Broadcast, yeah. So
Fantastic. And this is what you, when we went in
This is
our
the-
meetings, and then you two meet together with these people, and you told
Yes.
them about Guam.
that's part of the training.
yeah, so that's the PMBA conference that Lorraine and I go to, and that's one of their line items, the mandates in order to get funded. You have to attend in person the training, and it's 4 days of training. And then also here, as the staff needs to all be trained, staff and volunteers board have to be trained in diversity and harassment, right? So that's the online course that
Yeah,
we
that's
take.
where we did the harassment thing. Fantastic.
So we have to take that every year, like 100% participation, and then Lorraine and I have to go out and get trained and certified to receive the grant.
Great.
Yeah.
When is this the first year that we get that? Because
No,
last
we
year,
get it every year. That's how we pay for our private employees.
but last year we didn't get it, right?
We
Because-
did.
Oh, we did?
It was late.
Okay.
Because remember the audit, we didn't get the audit in time. So we also have to submit our financial audit, and we didn't get the audit. The audit kept getting delayed, and so the more it got delayed, the more penalty they would have charged us. But in lieu of the typhoon damage that we suffered and no internet, they waived the fees. But we would have been fined several, like tens of thousands, which would have been just removed from the grant award. But luckily, we were able to do that. Hopefully, with this audit, and our auditors are aware of our deadlines, that we can complete the audit in time, and so we don't get penalized. Because we've really been working with this grant, in order to receive. I mean, we also have to pay dues to
PBS.
membership dues to PBS, and a lot of that we get from the grant. So we've been working hard to pay the dues on time, say $300,000, so that we don't have to be pay penalty or interest or any of that stuff. So, we've been working hard to do all of that. So now we are gonna, really push our auditors to get the audits done on time so that we don't have to deal with the penalties, because it's just wasted money. Okay, so that's good news. We were able to accept the award, so we should get funded probably in the next month, right, or so. On Wednesday, I attended the DPW pre-bid conference at the DPW compound in Upper Tumon. In total, there are about 6 contractors that attend and picked up bid packages. The packages are due on the 26th to DPW. After the pre-bid conference, there was a site inspection here at the station, which I conducted with the contractors. After the deadline, which is the 26th, the team from DPW and I will unseal the bids, and then basically together we can determine who would be the lowest and most complete bidder, and that will be the contractor that will get the award. From there, they have about 360 days or 50 days to complete the work. So hopefully in another year we'll be completely renovated. So that's also good news. At the same time, Lorraine was attending, where is that? Excuse me. Where did I put it? Oh, yeah. At the same time, Lorraine was attending our final FEMA meeting. It was our recovery transitioning meeting. And basically, it was a really brief meeting where she met with our caseworker. So basically, they went over everything that we had been allotted, what our federal share would be, and how we could be reimbursed, right? So we basically would have to pay for the work and then submit the invoices, and they'll reimburse us less the federal cost or the local match, which is 10%. We also were, previously we had been told by Daphne that we didn't qualify for the office damage, right? So initially we thought the claim was based just for the fence outside, the fence in Barragata and the microwave dish. But we did receive a award for the damage in the main office, which is basically carpet, and it's about $6,630.41. In addition, FEMA is paying us a management fee for basically Lorraine and I for our time in applying for and managing the grant process, and they're giving us $6,314.99 to manage the project, which would probably just go into private funds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool because we could also probably use it for our 10% match. So those two numbers were unexpected. Okay, that happened at the same time. Our GovGuam GG1 merit bonus was processed for the fiscal year 2013 to 2022. We processed the documents, but they have not been paid out yet. So that's also good news for our GovGuam employees. Also, I've been directed to do the annual reviews for all of our CSG and contract employees.
So
I'll be doing that.
you mean government of Guam doesn't
The merit bonus
merit
wasn't.
bonus are not processed since fiscal year 2013?
Right. Yeah. It hasn't been processed. So this year, it's set on our budget for 2024 that all merit bonus has to be processed. It goes by December, but they're still getting, money.
Yeah, but from 2013.
2023.
So it would be like to 2022,
Yeah.
Right.
9 years of bonus. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So that's good news because basically, the governor came into office in 2019, so, I mean, if she wanted to, she could only pay her merit bonus from 2019, but she's going to go back and pay everything.
But that's good. I hope that people realize that. Because,
I hope they appreciate, yeah.
yeah.
They've been waiting for it.
Regarding the TriCaster, we did send it off for repair, and it came back. Sean finished testing it this week, and it's working fine now. So we're good to go on the TriCaster. Also, there's another item here. We have entered into a partnership with Thrive Media to produce the high school lip dub program. And this is an island wine competition between the public and private high schools, and it will take place between January and May. So lip dub, I don't know if you ever seen on TV. It's a competition with the high schools. It's a video competition where they make, 5-minute video. It's one shot, no editing, and it is basically the seniors, well, all the school, but it's a school pride video. And it's really popular with the high school kids. So we're going to be partnering with them to produce it. We'll be a
And they're
co-sponsor.
supposed to guess what are they saying, or?
It's like they sing, they lip sync to a song and perform.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Songfest, but
Pantomime.
yeah, mobile.
But they like it. It's popular.
It's very popular. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll be the co-presenters for Lip Dub this year.
They have an award for that, too.
So you're
Yeah,
going to advertise
cash
that?
reward.
I mean,
We will, and with the Thrive Media people. It's actually going to be their event, but we're just coming on as a co-sponsor.
Instagram or TikTok or, yeah.
Mostly social, yeah, and then we'll broadcast it too on TV.
So you're basically sponsoring it?
We're co-presenter. We're working together to produce it. Co-producer.
And so it's a contest.
It's a contest, island-wide contest. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And this is for all high school seniors?
It's all high schools, public and private high school. Yeah, not just seniors, but for it's a school thing. Yeah.
And when are you going to publicize this? I'm just,
We just signed the contract yesterday. They're working on the package, and then we're going to co-sell the pack. I mean, together, their sales team and our development team will sell the packages, and we should be broadcasting about in May. Yeah.
I mean, how do the kids find out about it? On social media?
Yeah, and through their schools.
Schools.
Oh, through the schools.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the schools are.
So I think Thrive has already contacted both superintendents for private and public school, and then it'll go out through their homeroom or something like that. And finally, Passport. John's still working with the PBS counterparts for Passport. I think at this point, we need to get development trained on the Vault, which is the working file that allows people to receive Passport, authorizes people to receive Passport. So once they train development, then I think the next steps will be the marketing and creating all of the visuals, the visual marketing assets. And then once that's approved by PBS, then we can launch.
What's the time frame for that project?
We're hoping by the end of first quarter, second quarter, around there. Yeah, PBS still has to approve all of our assets, so, and then we need to get trained first. So once that happens, then we build the assets, then we have them approve it, and once everything's approved, we'll do a test site where it'll be kind of live with limited access, and then once we know that there's no bugs, then we'll make it live. And that's basically it, besides procurement.
Wow.
You know, you can also just be a member of PBS, and that's separate from Passport.
Yes, you can watch some videos on PBS, but with Passport, you get their entire album.
Yeah, but I mean, I pay for the Passport, but I don't know how I have the other one. The other one has wonderful things. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just limited, right? But Passport you'll have access to their whole library.
yeah, but I don't know how you can get PBS videos.
You can. You just have to download the app. So at the conference, if you remember, I don't know if you remember when they talk about releasing content, right? They release content on social media. So they release snippets on social media, 6 seconds to 18-second bits on social media. Then they also release it on video, and then they're selective. They're actually selective on what goes on the PBS video app, and then of course it goes on to Passport. So everything goes on to Passport. That's like the whole library of content. Some of the stuff goes on to video, the current stuff, like what's playing now, and then social. It's basically everything. It's like the promos pushing everything. So while you might be able to watch new programming on the video app, right? Like if you think of it like live TV broadcasts, right? You can watch certain content there. You would only be able to have access to it for a limited time, because then eventually it'll live in Passport, where you have access to it at any time on demand.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like your paid subscription, right? You can go there and watch anything you want, or you can watch what's limited on the video. Yeah. You
Well,
know what I
I
mean?
get a TV guide every month, but I don't think that's because of Passport. It has like what's on Channel 12 here. Except
Yeah,
that
so that's what
everything
you'll
on
see. That's what you'll see on the
Sunday is
video.
on Monday here, but
That's what you'll see on video app. So video app is kind of like real time with some content, and then Passport, you can go think of it as on demand. I can go on Passport and I can watch whatever I want to watch, like
well,
Downton Abbey or
dramas
whatever,
and
where
mysteries,
I
yeah.
can't get that on the video app because there's certain copyright, restrictions or whatever, and, for limited time broadcast, whatever. So Passport gives you whatever you want to watch on demand, where video app is limited time, what's showing, what's current, what's now. It's like live TV, you can watch what's showing. But if you really want to see something like, you want to binge watch something, you have to go into the Passport, where you could have access to each episode, Yeah. It's kind of confusing, but that's how it works.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can we move on?
Have
We have procurement issue in front of you.
Okay, so for procurement, we have a couple items. For readathon, let's see, we can start with FY 2024-RQ3-22. Just this here. And this is for 195 scooters. So with readathon, the kids are they're receiving pledges, and there's tiered different prizes. So this is one of the lower tier prize, and it was a really popular one because we had 195 students qualify for this prize. It's basically a basic scooter, metal folding scooter. We did get 3 quotes, and the lowest quote, goes to Payless Supermarkets at $4,875. The second one was Amazon at $6,800, and Shop for Less was at $14,000.
A Payless Supermarkets has scooters?
Yeah, they're able to, because they have variety items, and they're able to source it for us.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were cheaper than Amazon. That was cool. So it's going to take them 3 weeks, but once we get them a PO, they can process the order. So, did you want me to go, Chairman? Did you want me to do all 3?
Yeah, and we'll just
Okay. Okay.
approve them at
Together.
once. Yeah.
The second item is FY 2024 RQ3-24, and this is for tablets. also a readathon prize. We had 56 kids qualify for this level of prize. We were able to get 3 bids, and the lowest bid goes to B&H. Oh, does it?
ePay?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, B&A.
No, but the problem was eBay didn't have enough.
And we got 26 available.
Let me just check.
But
It looks like the lowest bid went to
Amazon.
Amazon. Yes, sorry. I'm looking at the first item. So we were able to receive 56 Galaxy tabs at $99 for $55.44.
What? A tablet is $99?
Oh, with shipping, yes. With shipping was $56.04.31.
Wow.
Well, they are.
But this is like a $250 the tablet.
How long do they last, these tablets?
It's like it's like an iPad.
If you take care of it, it'll last.
Yeah, it lasts a long time. These kids probably raise between $250 and $500. Yeah.
Okay. But these are good gifts.
Yeah. That's why we're doing pretty good with readathon. I mean, since we've been able to change up the prizes, our numbers have been very strong with readathon. This year we've raised over 60,000. We actually just picked up a couple packages, so in our next meeting I'll be able to give you guys the
You raised 60,000?
cash.
So this
Yeah,
is,
not even including the in-kind services that we received. I'm thinking with about 30 in-kind, we're close to 90. Yeah.
Great number.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong number. So yes, it's the lowest bid here goes to Amazon. And then the last item is for FY 2024-RQ324.
You just did this.
Oh shit.
No,
they're all the same.
that was the
Excuse me, I'm
Amazon.
sorry, RQ30. And this is for the teacher participation prize for readathon. So any teachers that participate, and if their class can raise at least $50, they receive a prize, and it's a $25 gift certificate. We were able to get 3 quotes from Standard, National, and School Essentials. All of them were giving us the $25 gift certificate for $20% off. We decided to go with School Essentials simply because we have open POs with Standard and National, and we patronize them basically every month. And last year we went with National, so we want to kind of rotate, spread the business around. Next
Is
year
that
probably
an
we'll go with
off-island
Standard.
Is that an off-island company?
No,
No.
they're in
Oh,
they're in Fahrenheit Drive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Rose Santos, the one who died. That's her company, right?
Oh, I'm not sure who owns it.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's cool. Okay.
Okay.
So the
So they're all the same price at $5,020.
Good. Okay, so you want us to
Approve all
approve all of them all at the same time,
Yes,
or?
please.
Okay, so based on the requisition forms and quotations and the clarifications by Aina, I move that we approve these 3 requisitions. Okay, so the first one is fiscal year 2024 RQ322, and this is for 95 scooters, and it would be purchased from Payless Supermarkets on the amount of $4,875. Okay, the second one is fiscal year 2024 RQ324, and this is for the tablets, right? It's 56 tablets, and they will be purchased by Amazon. And the amount, including shipping, the amount would be $5,604.31. And the last one is requisition form fiscal year 2024-RQ3 30, and this is for gift certificates for the teachers participating in the readathon. There would be 251 $25 gift certificate. We will get it for $20, and it will come from the school essentials. So, that's it. Okay,
Okay.
great.
Motion on the floor and seconded to approve the quotations FY 2024, RQ 322, RQ 324, and RQ 330. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, well, that's it. That was fast.
Okay. Take a breath.
Do we have financial statements? No?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wait. No, this is for the grant. It's not for the financial. This is not the financial
balance sheet.
statement.
Jerry just closed the books this morning because we're doing a lot of adjustment for the audit. So right now, I just did the CSG and the private funds expenditure and revenue versus expenditure balance sheet. We have to, Bell and I going through it because we found discrepancy. So I didn't want to bring it into until we correct it.
This would be for the end of the year?
This is the starting of the fiscal year, from October to November, December.
Oh,
He
to
closed the
December?
books, yeah,
To
October,
December?
November, December.
Okay, well, we can always see in this meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. No, Donovan, this is for the grant? The grant that we've been awarded?
Is the
Expenses for the,
preliminaries, right? This is what you're
Private
referring to.
funds we have.
Yeah, there's private funds there, revenues on the top and expenditures in the bottom. And it's on bi-monthly.
community service income grant.
The CSG, the community service grant, is always on a monthly basis, is whatever expense, the revenue is, we take it out from the CSG grant. So it's off.
So this won't reflect the the new,
No, that will show on the balance sheet.
right, won't show it
Yeah.
here.
Whatever revenue we get, it'll show on the balance sheet. It will not show in this report. This is just expense, revenue versus expense.
So it tells us here that at the end, we're having a negative profit, 57,896.
With the profit and loss? Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that is because we spend more than
We have revenue in the accounts, but if you guys want to, do it on a monthly, is whatever we see from our monthly revenue versus what we expense on a monthly base. It's never going to end up.
Right.
It's always going to be like a shortfall or, there's 1 month in December is because the readathon was 60,000. It's there on the readathon revenue. 60,142 was received in December.
Okay.
So it offsets the expense for December. So we have a profit in December of 10,510.
Interest income 168. I don't see it. So,
But your balance sheet will show you how many, cash in the bank.
And we don't have that.
No, that's the one we were,
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to,
changes.
yeah, we're trying to do the adjustments for the audit so we can give it to EY. We're waiting for EY and for the paperwork for last year's adjustments. And of course, you know, they change our auditor every year. So the one that's assigned to us just told us this morning she'll get back to us. So once we do that, we can probably get the balance sheet, you know.
The paper last week had a lot of Guam agencies that did not do their audit,
Yeah.
a lot.
You're trying to make it
Why?
by February. February,
Why?
February. They're doing it.
Oh, yeah,
You
they're
know?
still doing it, yeah. I know
it's
that
still-
EY is
still
behind. Or
Well,
I don't know who is behind, but a lot of
Yeah.
agencies
Yeah.
are behind.
Yeah.
We try to get, I mean, we were done since early last year, like, right?
Oh, with 22?
We were just waiting on retirement fund numbers.
Yeah, that's 22.
And that's basically it, right?
With our 22, we were late too because of our, you know, the storm and.
Yeah.
They
No,
didn't,
wait.
they
But,
didn't
I mean,
mention
as far as
PBS
the work
Guam, but they
here,
mentioned a
we
lot
were
of
done.
agencies.
Yeah, that's 22, but fiscal year 22. So 23 starting, which that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're trying to close.
Okay. Anything further? Financial?
Well, I think that we really need to look at our expenses because we have 57, almost 58,000 negative. So that means we spend more than we took in last quarter. So hopefully we can offset it
Oh, yeah.
in the next quarters.
Fundraising basis.
The goal is to
Right.
not to spend more than we have.
But we have money in the, you know, we have private funds to offset the costs, like telephone, you know, all the necessary monthly expense that we have. But
So it's a bookkeeping
Yeah,
it's
well,
not
it says-
situation, not necessarily a shortfall of money.
No, no. But
Yeah.
you guys, you
I mean,
asked me for
financially,
your
we're in a
monthly,
very
revenue
positive-
versus the expense.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah, well,
But we do have money in the bank coffer.
Yeah, I do know that
Yeah.
we have one in the bank, but yet, I think that it's a sound practice to be always kind of balanced.
Can we
The
make
revenues
this
and
balance sheet
expenses.
reflect what she's trying to say, which is if we have money over here and we're in a deficit situation here, by the time of reporting, can we marry them so that, you know,
With the
Well,
balance
what we can
sheet.
do is just take the money from private funds on our, you know, and put it in there. But it's not going to reflect the actual revenue each month. So in other words, I can take what we spent in the shortfall right there for November, 50,000, right? If you look at November's, we only raised 8,381. If you want me to put another line item offsetting the expense, 50 minus, that's 42 negative. If that's what you want, we can put a line item as a revenue taking from the bank, from our coffers. You know what we have to offset that or what?
No. What you're doing is correct.
Right.
What I'm saying is these figures are going to be incorporated in the overall. So, and this is what you don't have yet. And then because we have funds in the bank, then this overspends would be offset.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say
It
is,
shouldn't
as a treasurer, and from the point of view of, we should strive to, for the quarter, we should strive to always manage our revenues versus our expenses. Because if we go for a long time spending more than we get in, then pretty soon we're going to be in the hole.
That's what she wants to see.
does our auditor ding us for this kind of
I'm sorry?
do we get dinged by the auditor for deficit?
No.
No, no.
No, no,
Yeah.
this is internal for us.
Yeah, this is our
And
internal that
also,
you're asking.
also the way our fundraisers, the way we fundraise, I mean, we have specific, events that we try to hold every year, but also a lot of our underwriting and production production work comes from like government agencies. And so you'll see that in any given month, we might make 20 or 30, $40,000 for a contract that may be 4 months of work. So you could amortize it and say it's $10,000 a month, but in reality, we're just going to have a $40,000 contract on this month, and then these months, while we're still doing the same work, we're not billing for that. So it just offsets by you'll see big infusions of cash, and then you'll see none. But we are working, every day we have projects that we're working on. It's just you're not going to see like a sustaining monthly bill, something consistent, So, I mean, I feel...
Because you have cash, you have billings every month, but it's not paid in that month. It'll be paid probably 2 months later until the project is done.
Yeah.
That's like a $25,000 project or things like that. So you have months that you're going to have a lot of income
Yeah.
versus your expense.
Like
on your,
ACB, that's a $50,000
this expense you're going
contract.
to see is a routine.
Yeah.
Telephone,
Regular
security.
sustaining stuff.
Yeah. But revenue is gonna fluctuate.
Was there something
every-
large that we paid for that was?
A lot of readathon prizes, a bunch of prizes actually in readathon that were just a lot of it, but they're all small, like still under my
Yeah,
threshold.
we haven't really paid out readathon prices yet.
In there, you're
Yeah.
not showing?
No,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
because we just bought that.
Oh.
It's just in purchase.
What did we have? Any large expenses in December?
We
Not
bought
too
a
many.
3,000. That was the bottled waters that
Yeah,
came in.
some of the
Was
promos.
already paid. Yeah.
Would it help? I'm not a financial person, but would it help to have a column with accounts receivable?
That's basically the
end of
profit
this
and loss
period.
statement,
Yeah,
which we
it
weren't
would
able
show,
to produce
yeah.
because
With the
of
balance sheet,
yeah.
you'll see
Okay.
that.
Yeah. so
That's what we
you
usually
just
give
don't
you
have-
every month. You'll see the
You'll
P&L.
have a cash receipt. You'll have also is that cash receipts plus payables. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you'll see how much cash was billed, and then you'll have how much that we need to pay out.
So I think I would like to suggest or move that we have this for information, but pending the
Profit
The
and loss
profit
and
profit and
balance
loss
sheet.
and the balance sheet.
Yeah. That's why with this expense, it's really, for private funds, I'm talking about private funds, it's never gonna jive. It's not gonna be always, like our CSG, we have the money there, and whatever we spent, it offsets every month. Because it's been taken out as a deferment from the account. But that's why I said with the private funds, it's just your income that's coming in versus, that's why I was saying, if you want, we can put a, remaining 42,000 there, taken out of our private funds to cover the expense.
In other words, accounts
yeah, it's
receivable or
not.
something like that,
Yeah,
Payable.
it would be our balance sheet that you'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I just think we need all the information before we can move on, really.
Sure.
No, like, just an observation. If you look at 5055 in the contractual services expenses, it says other general expenses. And in November, it was 18,973. So, what expenses are those?
The other general expense?
Yeah.
Those are all items. General expense is like what do we buy? There's, I want to say, I I need to do the breakdown because I know it's a lot of things that's put in as a general expense. I'm trying to think of what, the water, you know, the office water that we get every month. Also, anything that's dealing with the office that does not have a
What
category.
are you talking about? Which one?
Yeah, like television, you know, the vehicle, the telephone, telecommunication. yeah.
5042.
This?
Where's fuel?
This one, 18.
That's together.
Okay,
Anything
okay.
dealing with vehicles
18, thank you.
is put into that category. Anything with the security, there's a security service board, legal service, accounting service. Then we have advertisement, building and grounds. That's the.
So the thing
you know,
that Mary Flor pointed out, the 18,009, the 19,000 expense was a significant departure upward from October and December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November. Was that readathon prizes? Was it something that, you know, obviously there was something that was not
What,
normally.
50, 55?
Yep.
That's with the other generals, right? You're talking about other general expense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those are, I can, if you want, I can go get a breakdown detail. Yeah,
Can
I'm
you just
not
make
too
sure that
sure.
next meeting we have, or
A detail
before the
of
next
that.
meeting, just what is that number? What?
Okay.
Yeah.
what-
Whenever there is something that is like,
A large amount.
I am looking also at the
I think it's so
commissions,
different. Yeah.
commissions and salaries for December 2023. And that is 27,113. So I am assuming that this is the bonus
Yes.
and
Yes.
whatever. So, but it would be nice, you know, for us to
See
when
your
we
detail.
ask, because yeah, looking at the numbers. Anyway, all I'm saying is that this 9 minus negative is like a red flag for me, and then you start looking at where do these numbers come from, and then looking at that, I can see where the bigger the figures are bigger, and so that's. I mean, I'm not saying anything. All I'm
Yeah.
saying it would be nice if we knew.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a very big difference from,
Okay, so we just want to see, you know, at some point, what equals $18,973,
okay.
okay?
So, you know, you are going to know that whenever we have something like this, and especially we have the comparison, which I believe that you requested that we have the 3 months comparison. So it would be nice if there is something that is a big number, then you tell us, okay, this is because of this and this and this.
Yeah. Now I can print out the details, so if you have any questions,
Yeah.
I can.
Okay.
If you can even explain.
Yeah. It's just I'm blank right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Well, just some kind of an indicator there
What-
that says this is an extremely higher
Yeah.
amount than normal.
I can- yeah, I
From
can
month to
probably
month.
do it this
And
side.
maybe put an asterisk in there and then add in the back of the page what that breakdown is, just to kind of reference it.
Yes.
And that will just kind of give us a visual of what those expenses were.
Yeah.
I think that would help.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to change the format of how this is produced as far as the format of this sheet, but in adding that extra information to say, we see an asterisk here, and that asterisk is going to tell us exactly what that amount was for.
Yeah.
It could be listed in a, you know, sort of like
Anything
a
that-
side list of items that will explain what
Anything
that
with the
cost.
amount that's
It's a
above,
little
you
bit
know.
more than normal,
Yeah.
even in
yeah, I'm glad
comparison
you,
to the
I'm glad you
previous
saw that.
month.
I'm not feeling well, so I didn't catch that, but I see this.
But I know.
18,000 for what?
Okay?
I am sure that they know.
Yeah.
This.
Can we
Good
move
suggestion.
forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone?
Yes.
Huh?
Everyone good to go? Move forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Good points. Financial statements, old business, multilingual station spots. Are we like having some progress there?
I know they have some new station IDs that they just put up. Multilingual, not so much, besides the ones that we had already done. But I can have Dawn work on it. No business. We just put some new station IDs up in December. So the last I know well, Don's off island right now, but he was working on the distracted driving campaign before he left. But I can have him work on the multilingual ones as well, additional ones. We did Korean, we did Palawan, and we did Chukis, and Filipino. So we didn't get to get a Chamorro one, but we'll work on it.
Anything else in old business? Anyone?
I just wanted to mention about what are we doing in terms of don't drive and test.
Which one?
What?
Don't drive and test.
Oh,
Don't
that's the
test and
distracted.
drive.
Yeah, that's the distracted driving campaign Don's working on.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So he is working on it. And then, yeah, I think that this is super important. Not only here, even in the States, everywhere. I mean, there's, in Chula Vista, there was an accident in the freeway, and like about 10 cars were affected. Not very big, but one is test driving, and then it slows down, and all of them one after the other. So.
So I would like to see us win awards for that type of content. I extend that challenge out to the station.
Oh, you mean, so that the station gets an award?
Yeah, for those types of,
Okay.
Yeah,
Or you
commercials.
mean that we could nationally?
they have to raise the bar a little bit and
Okay.
start thinking outside
Well,
the
I
box.
just
These are things that are going to be in English, Chamorro, and
Well, let's start with English.
I'm just thinking in terms of Guam,
Yeah.
let us get the people so that they can get it into their head.
The visual perspective that we see on the roads right now with the actual car
Yeah.
that was being placed there on Airport Road, right next to the sign that they didn't make it. They
Yeah.
died. Literally, they're very impactful. And seeing the actual vehicle there really shows a different.
How long ago is this?
different- Right on Airport
Right
Road.
now.
Yeah, they have the broken car.
Right next to
with the sign.
Capitol.
The AG's
Yes,
office.
Yeah.
No, no.
AG's
The
office.
AG's office is
That's the AG's
posting.
project.
It's a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what, on the
It's like
airport
shock.
road?
It's just like shock value.
By the Capitol Restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
was
hardly ever
one
go
car
there.
there
yeah.
with a sign.
Car, broken
You know what's
car,
going to be crazy when that Japanese
Sign.
place opens?
People died in this car.
It's a very impactful.
It's going to be,
You know what? It's impacting us.
Very,
but it's still the young kids.
strong
I just,
visual.
I honked at a car this morning, and the kid was on his damn horn, and he went into my road, my side, and I'm like, all right, honk that horn, but they wouldn't care,
Yeah,
It's
well,
just-
until
Yeah,
something
until something, you
happens.
see all those cars that tip overs? What is the cost?
the crazy one was the car that split in half and the guy wasn't hurt. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That white car?
I mean, there's a lot of people,
I mean, as my mother would say, it wasn't his time to go, because, I mean, that was like
Yeah.
horrible.
I don't know about the trash thing, but remember that you were emphasizing about the trash thing. Seems to me that the trash issue is getting better now.
Really?
Well, they hired, like Ipa Beach. There's someone that.
Oh, so they
cleans
hire,
up.
well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I walk in Assam Park, and that's super clean. And I notice people walking, including me, and we go around and we see something and we pick it up and then throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
I mean, if there are people who throw it, then too bad.
But that's federal. I mean, if there any of those offices were around, you really get in trouble if you
Yeah.
got caught.
But I guess in general, I am not seeing so much trash and so much.
Go to mine still. Topping Beach. They still leave their trash
I don't go there.
Oh, yeah, there's no garbage cans.
Yeah.
I was complaining about the broken garbage cans, and then after the typhoon, there are no garbage cans.
There's someone that says, please take your trash, but they just leave it. Once that guy walks away, they just leave their trash there. You're supposed to haul your trash out after you
Of course,
have your
take
party.
your- if everyone took their own trash, but it's really horrible.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody in production that just does station IDs and,
Greg, he does all the back end stuff, kids club stuff, slates.
I mean, does he produce? Is he a producer or is he just
He's an editor.
He's an
Editor.
editor.
Yeah.
so he needs the content to work with in order to,
Yeah, Don is the producer.
Producer.
Then
as I say, I would like to see us winning awards for, 1-minute infomercials. That's what I
Yeah.
would see.
So another issue is the cars. I mean, there's a long time since I haven't seen when the car is in an accident and then just leave it in there to rot in the street.
Mm-hmm.
The one
there
in
is
our
one
neighborhood.
car in our neighborhood right now. And our neighborhood is
You
pretty.
know, Pat and Colette told me
upscale.
about that.
Whose car is
And that guy,
It's a pickup.
no, it's somebody in
Well, are you saying that we
Todd
have,
Chargalov's house.
they leave the car.
that we can do something?
No, but the station can do something like just like we did test and drive. Yeah, don't test and drive. Just like we do pick up your trash. Just like we, pick up your cars away. I mean, if you have to pay for them to be carried away or something, but don't leave the cars right there. This is a terrible sin.
Yeah.
Well, Pat and Colette said.
Yeah, we gotta kind of
it's
pick our
because of
fights.
the-
We can't, go after every issue. How many people have junk cars compared to how many people are texting and driving?
Well, yeah,
right?
that's true.
So the numbers are.
I mean, the
much
testing
greater.
and driving is a more pressing
Oh, the
issue,
number of
of course.
junk
But
cars.
still, it's something that just take care
Noted.
of our environment.
Right.
We can have a wave, we can have a board wave, we'll all have signs. And once a month, we'll go out and don't text and drive, look at my sign.
Yeah.
Which is worse. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
And if you're not driving slow, then you get an accident. Yeah.
Okay.
To read the sign.
In 6 months, we're gonna win awards for something.
Do we have an executive session today?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Readathon, done that.
You do?
Executive session?
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, but I was, Mr. Frank has requested an executive session, so I'm going to
I'm losing it now.
do that. So we're done with everything else.
Other announcements and discussions? No?
Kind of did
I
that.
guess we discussed everything already.
Yeah, that we had it.
All right, so I guess executive session.
Okay, can we please turn off the system and give us 5 minutes?
It's Martin Luther
Thank you. We are resuming our Thursday, January 11, 2024 regular board meeting. The purpose of the executive session was just to discuss whether a board member who became a board member in one profession was required to continue in that profession while continuing as a board member. And we decided that there probably is not a requirement. Next meeting, February 15th is after Valentine's Day. 15th.
February 15?
We do the 22nd and
22nd, and then
22nd?
29 as a
why don't we do 22nd, 29? Go
22nd.
Shoot for the 22nd and then 29th as a backup.
22nd.
2/22, 24.
I think if we make meet on the 29th, it will be almost 2 months. And February, is this year
Leap year.
29?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh, yes, leap year.
An extra day.
I think that if we meet on the 29th, it would be like too long, almost 2 months, because 11.
It'll be 4 years till we can meet again on the 29th.
Yeah. Okay, I think 22nd is okay. It's a Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay.
so the 22nd, and then if anything, the 29th.
Roger that.
Okay.
Okay. So any announcements?
Any announcements? Joey will be leaving at the end of the month.
Yes.
But you'll be able to join us hopefully on Zoom.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. So,
Ina, anything else? Nothing?
No.
Anyone? Okay, move to adjourn.
okay, so I move that we adjourn.
I second.
No further meetings. Very
All in
good.
favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Great meeting, guys.
Can I get a time?
Time is 1:50 p.m.